Hey guys, welcome to today's video, and today I'm going to be telling you a story about the time the teacher told me I was going to go nowhere in life. Literally, my fucking math teacher tells me, you're not going to go anywhere in life, but she didn't say it in front of the class. She said it in front of the class, I'd be kind of pissed, but she didn't. So yeah guys, hopefully you enjoyed the story, and sorry if the video might be a little late. It shouldn't be, I'm only recording at 6 a.m. I usually record at like 4 or 5 in the morning. But the video shouldn't get out any later than 2 p.m., which is normal time for my videos. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and I'll just get into this story, I guess. So I walk into math class like every usual day, fucking hating life. Nah, but this time I sat beside my friend Matthew, so it wasn't too terribly bad. It's just I didn't like math. So yeah, it was just after a weekend, and she had assigned us homework to do over the weekend on the internet, and I never did my homework until the end of the school year. I actually started doing it to try to pass. I passed. That's all that matters. That's all that fucking matters that I passed. So yeah, she was calling out students like, or she would call students back saying, "Hey, did you do your math homework? Hey, did you do your math homework? Did you do your math homework?" And she called on me. She's like, "All right, come back here. I'm gonna ask you if you did your math homework." I'm like, "Nope." And she's like, "All right, come over here. I'm gonna have a little talk with you." All right, so this okay. Well, let me set this up first. All right, she's the math teacher. She's the math teacher, and then we have an assistant math teacher. You know, there's the assistant math. Okay, so there's a math teacher, and then the assistant math teacher, but acts like the math teacher because the real math teacher can't do shit. That was my math. Literally, I had a math teacher and an assistant math teacher, but the assistant math teacher always was up on the board teaching us math. The math teacher was either out of the room or didn't care enough. And then we had like ninth graders come in and do shit for the teachers to try to help the teachers to get more work done. They didn't do shit. They didn't do shit. All the little ninth grade assistants did for us is we got to stare at her. As perverted as that sounds very awful. Okay, we're a bunch of eighth graders, alright? But so she never really taught us shit, okay? She might teach us something like once a week, but the other times it was always him. And it took us fucking 45 minutes to get through a warm up, and we only had an hour in that class. I don't know how I passed math. I don't. My teacher doesn't understand how I passed math. I had a 4 on the EOG. Didn't understand how I passed math. I don't either. But okay, so let me get into the story. Let me stop rambling on about my fucking math teacher that I hated so much. So pretty much is she was calling on people, and then she called on me, and she's like, "So did you do your homework?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "All right, come back here and talk to me." She brings me back here, and she's like, "You realize you're fucking failing my class." She didn't say fucking, but you realize you're failing my class right now. And I'm like, "Yeah, pretty sure." Hang on a second, let me check. Yeah, I'm failing your class. What do you fucking do? I failed your class all year except for the first quarter. And she's like, "You know what's gonna happen if you don't pass my class?" And I'm like, let me guess. You're probably gonna try to fucking retain me. She's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna try to retain you." I wasn't this savage, guys. I was fucking little bitch. I was like, "You're trying to retain me, aren't you?" He's like, "Yeah, I am. I don't have anything to show your ninth grade math teachers." And I'm like, "Well, just gotta leave it up to that math EOG that I'm gonna pass," which I did, bitch. Yeah, so she was like, "What are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna stay in eighth grade again, alright? You're gonna repeat the eighth grade until you keep repeating it until you drop out, and then you're gonna go nowhere in life." And I was like, bruh. She's like, I was like, bruh. She literally just sat there and told me I was gonna go nowhere in life if I don't get my shit together. Which is kind of true. You're not gonna go anywhere in life if you don't get your shit together. But you ain't gotta fucking tell me. I'm only in the eighth grade. I'm trying to have a fun time while I'm still a kid. I'm not sitting here trying to get fucking straight A's like some other kids, man. Some other kids, that shit's easy to them. I'm okay with the C. My mom's okay with the C. She said I'm okay with the C as long as you're passing. I said all right. So yeah, that is the story of how my math teacher told me I was gonna get nowhere in life. And I get it was a short story, but I guess I can tell a little few more things. Let me think. Something about this math teacher that was really annoying. I don't know, I just didn't like her. All the students loved her. I don't understand why. I get she was one of the better math teachers that we had at that school. They cannot find teachers for shit. They literally can't. Like, I only had like 3 or 4 good teachers in my opinion. I'll tell more stories about this school. It was awful. Yeah, so I don't know. I knew her son. Her son's pretty cool. I went to school with her son for a few years before that. I always thought she was cool. She's an alright teacher. She's not my favorite. Like, nowhere near my favorite. My favorite math teacher, talking about fourth grade math teacher. He was awesome. Taught me multiplication like a savage. and division and shit. Oh my god, and area. Oh my god, I gotta stop rambling on. But yeah, she didn't teach us very much. She was usually the assistant math teacher, which I didn't like the math teacher. Like I preferred him as a math teacher than her, but everyone else hated him. I don't know why. I actually really enjoyed him as a math teacher. He actually taught us math and actually showed us how to do it. Cause I get pulled out because EC and all that, and he'd pull me out. We'd go over it. I'd understand it, but she'd do it in class like 5 minutes for it. I'm like, fuck all. This is so confusing. But yeah, guys, that was my math teacher saying I'm gonna go nowhere in life. I get it. She was just trying to help, but like, you didn't gotta tell me. And she's like, if you don't enjoy the school, then you need to leave and get the slot open for another kid. This is for college prep school for those kids that want to be, the next Einstein. I'm like, bitch, I'd rather sit down and just make a bunch of videos on YouTube than do math all day. Like, yeah, I enjoy math to a degree and I understand it, but like I don't really care enough to do it. But I ended up start doing my work, so that way. But I still failed her class. I like, it's like, let me check what my grade was. Where's my fucking mouse? All right, Jupiter assignments. I'm checking this live for you guys. Okay, grades. I gotta log back in. Goddamn. Okay, log in. Grades. I'm checking it live. You guys listen to me go through every step of the process. Math class. All right, I had a 64.1 in her class. I don't know if that's passing at other schools or not, but that's fucking failing the school I went to. Literally, I did all the assignments for that quarter, and I still failed her class. I had A, B, a C, B, C, C, and then that's a D. So, and then two of the D. Okay, so I should have passed her class, but whatever. She didn't like me. I don't care. I don't like her either. So yeah, guys, that was the time my teacher said I was gonna go nowhere. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I don't even know what's going in the background. Probably some zombies. Yeah, let's go with zombies. I think zombies is a good one. Alright, it's now 6:30, and I gotta get ready to pretend like I'm sleeping, so my parents, when they come back here to wake me up, they realize that I was asleep the whole time, but I'm actually sitting here making a commentary. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really stressing to get this one out. Oh fuck, I gotta make a thumbnail. Okay guys, hopefully you enjoyed. I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.